this is absolutely fantastic. And this has been going on with I-COM for past 3 years with the Data Science Hackathon. But collectively, we come here, and Andreas mentioned in the morning, said we are a community. And within the bigger I-COM community, we have different committees that engages almost every month, and probably in the course of the month, 10, 12 times a year. So one of the committees are data science committees, and then our task is to understand like what is happening in the current trend in data science and everything. But today you observed something interesting. So I spent about 10 years in academics teaching and making Ph.D. students to do their research and things like that. And it takes an awful time to write even one dissertation to get a job, like 5 years, 10 years, 6 years. But what happens, you have seen in 24 hours, you have seen structural equation modeling, nested regressions, and hierarchical regression model, ARIMA model, nonlinear neural networks, to ordinary OLS regressions. And it's fantastic work that gets unnoticed. Somewhere or other, we walk out of the door, we forget it. Sometimes we will go back and say that, what is that little hackathon team came from France and did wonderful work, and I don't see them. So I think I-COM have been kind of putting their thoughts over the past 2 years to think about it, that what is the best way that we can bring these things to use. So one of the things that we have worked through for the last 6 months very intensively, and I'm going to show you a little bit on the next slide, is that not one again. Because we have so much out there. If you do Google, and your knowledge is unlimited. So anyone from Silicon Valley to Bangladesh have the equal access to the knowledge that they wanted to apply, except that you have to know how to apply into a business case. So what we have decided that we have the myriads of these things, but there is a little disconnect exist in between. And that's basically is for our younger people, our professionals, that when we try to use the knowledge that we have it for the data and the science, we sometimes feel a little lost or we don't know what to do. So in other words, philosophically speaking, that I-COM Data Science Committee and I-COM in general is about to launch a journal. I call that as a journal because the variation of these things is that it's a combination of academics, trade journal, blogs, and everything, but it does include something that we are looking for as an original thinking, things that you wanted to think about as a breaking ground for data, technology, and measurement. You wanted to bring your data-driven generalizations, however we wanted to define it, that makes a significant impact in the trade, and also proven cases that are setting standards. So whether this is a standard that some independent institutions will adopt, but these are the proven cases that proves to be really significant into our marketplace and how we bring these things to. So I-COM Journal is still, the name is TBD. We can choose a name that we wanted to. We have made significant progress at how the journal would look like. Top of the line, it would be semi-refereed and refereed journal. Cadence of the publication is still once a year or maybe twice, depending on the submissions. And we are hoping that all the great work that we are doing right now here over the I-COMs and otherwise, and in your community and here, and given the opportunity, you could publish those things into an I-COM journal. So there will be email that will go out, and you would be able to know more details about the guidelines and the submissions. So our next steps is that we have the committee that has been busy preparing these things. We have an editorial board that's been formed. We have a journal format, article and referring process have been established. These things you will know in due process in a very short time. And then next steps. We are waiting for your submissions. So let's start sharing our knowledge, build this community even stronger, and we needed to kind of put these things into one place that where you can pick it up and hear our great work. Okay, thank you. I think I was too quick, but that's all I was allocated.